KSL Broadcast House. This is Sunday Edition with the Deseret News and KSL.
And good morning to you. Welcome to Sunday Edition. I'm Mike Headrick. It has been a difficult week as our country came together to mourn the lives of 59 people lost in another senseless tragedy. But while we have been united in grieving those who died, many people were upset and disappointed as well by just how quickly the shooting in Las Vegas turned into yet another divisive political debate. Join me right now around the table to discuss that. Morgan Lyon Cotti, Associate Director at the Hinckley Institute of Politics, and Lois Collins, of course, reporter for the Deseret News, who wrote an opinion piece on the shootings. And I was actually scrolling through the headlines, and I saw some things like this. It said, Democrats waste no time politicizing Las Vegas shooting, as well as House GOP has no problem politicizing Las Vegas mass shooting. And I also saw, if not now, when? So a lot of Americans hate this debate. We've had it before, but is a time surrounding a tragedy like Las Vegas an effective time to push an agenda like this? Morgan, I'll start with you.
Yeah, this can always be a difficult thing, but at the end of the day, we can't really separate politics from these events. We look to our political leaders for their reaction. We often say that the president is the consoler in chief. We look to see how local officials, cities, counties, police departments, fire departments react. So politics is really a part of this, and part and parcel of that is trying to find policies that might make it so these events don't happen again. And we see this from both sides, whether it's a natural disaster or another kind of event. These are often policies that have been long time coming, that have been waiting in the wings, and they have to be careful that they don't look callous, but they are looking for those opportunities in which the attention of the nation is really captured.
Do you think day one is too early?
You know, there are people that will say this isn't actually day one. We've seen a series of these shootings. This isn't a new topic. We've had enough shootings that we want to move forward with the discussion. Obviously, we also see the other side that says, no, day one is the day for grieving, for making sure that we are providing the resources that are necessary for those first responders.
Yeah. All right, Lois, in your column from the Deseret News titled, After the Massacre, I Choose to Remember the Blood, you wrote this. You said, we Americans can leave our civility in the dirt when the topic is politics, but when somebody bleeds, we feel it and rush to refill what's been needlessly spilled. We choose to bleed ourselves for those who were harmed and to weep as well for those who were wounded. It is our loveliest trait. Now, you think ultimately Las Vegas shootings here will help us find maybe some more common ground with each other, or is this something that could divide us even further?
I think it has the potential to divide us. I'm not sure that there's such a thing as even further at this stage because there's such a chasm in political opinions. But I think that it's not so much about the timing of when this becomes political as it is about the quality of the discussion. I really think that if we can just remind ourselves that we're all human first, we're Americans, we're people who care about each other. The shooter didn't ask your party affiliation. It wasn't about politics. And this is something that we need to decide as a country, as people who all presumably have the best interests of our country in mind, even if we don't agree, and have a constructive conversation at some point. And I think the thing is to just remember that we are human and to treat each other that way.
All right. Lois, Morgan, thank you very much. We appreciate your time and your insight into a very difficult topic and one that's not going to go away anytime soon. So thank you.
Thank you.